Welcome. Today we're going to be trying a demo for a new puzzle game called the Artisan of Glimmith. And it is a demo that is free on Steam. I believe it was launched fairly recently by Lunarch Studios. Don't really know much about it. I saw somebody else playing it for a few minutes. It looked kind of fun, so we're going to give it a shot ourselves. This is an interesting menu. All the buttons look exactly the same. It's kind of weird that the save slots in the button are the same button. Click and drag to explore. What is this? A boat? An airship. Wow. I mean, it looks really nice. There's kind of like a edge detection shader effect going on through the wing of the airship here. That's kind of cool, right? See, it's a line drawing of what's behind it. You can see the propellers. I'm using the wing as an x-ray machine now. Doesn't seem like anything's really interactable. Also, I'm getting some tearing, so is there a VSync option? Wait, VSync is enabled. What if we do regular, or like actual full screen? Does that make the tearing go away? Oh, that's worse. Maybe it's not showing up in OBS. I'm getting horrible tearing. What if we do VSync off? Weirdly, that makes it less bad. Anyways, I don't think it's much of a motion game. I think it's mostly a drawing on squares sort of game. But hopefully it looks okay on the video. Scroll to zoom. Oh yeah, look at that. What's this? I'm going to pause the recording and see if I can investigate the VSync. Maybe I can force it on in the NVIDIA control panel because it's driving me insane. One sec. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I think I fixed it on my side. Again, hopefully it looks okay on the recording. Yeah, I guess in the demo, the VSync setting doesn't actually work. It doesn't enable VSync for some reason. I'm not sure what engine they're using or why that's a bug, but I was able to force VSync on in the NVIDIA control panel. So now I don't see crazy tearing. I feel like there's a bit of weirdness, but anyways, I'll stop wiggling the screen. It's probably driving everyone else insane. Your progress is saved automatically. Also, the camera kind of... I feel like it's going up and down. I don't know. Interesting. Just looking around. Obviously, I'm supposed to click this, but it's kind of weird when I like move my camera up on the mountain. See how it goes up? Like it goes vertically up. So it's kind of aware of obstacles. It's cool. Some fancy God rays here. I mean, my default assumption would be that it's built in Unity, because just the way that it looks like Unity lighting. But who knows? There's a little village over here. Doesn't really seem like I can interact with anything in the world other than that one box. But mostly I'm just looking around. What are these little, like, just tables everywhere? It's kind of weird. These ones kind of make sense, right? They're picnic tables. The scale of this well is also kind of weird. There's like a water wheel underneath the well. Like, why is it up on this wood thing? But then there's like a tiny little table that's barely off the ground. And a massive well. And some stairs that don't go to any doors. It almost looks like the door is right here, but the stairs go to over here. Weird. I don't know what these things are. Probably puzzles, like puzzle boxes. This one's also kind of weird. There's a puzzle. I can't move my camera. Like it doesn't go any further in this direction unless I zoom out, I guess. Like somehow it thinks, I guess because there's a cloud here. It's kind of weird. I can see this much of the map, but if you zoom in. Wait. It's kind of weird. I could see it for a second, but then if you push the camera this way, you like can't go back up the stairs. Yeah, this is like blocking a door. This box is blocking a door. Maybe we can go in there after we solve that puzzle. That'd be neat. There's a tree blowing in the wind. Look at this. There's a stool upside down on the table. That's kind of creative. Oh, and there's a hiding box down here. Maybe it's going to be like a hide and seek thing. I think the person I watched play it said there was like some hidden puzzles. Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe that's why the camera goes up and down. If you're super zoomed out, you can't see it. But if you zoom in, there's a puzzle hiding under the archway. Also, this arch is very odd. Is it just a backdrop for this thing, when you're here? There's one here as well. Why are there just like archways? Like this wall is just kind of there for some reason. I don't know what's up with these weird archways just floating in the sky though. Like, what does that mean? There's also a tree here. Maybe it's like the floating candles in Harry Potter, right? It's just for the vibe. Maybe it's a vibe-coded game. Wait, there's this. What's this? Dearest Artisan, I hope this letter finds you in the best of spirits and creative fervor. There's much work to be done. These window frames show your restoration progress. Figure 1. Is this a legal document? If you wish, complete an entire area to gild the window frame. Yours truly, Elias Vitimus. Continvu. Continve. What does continve mean? That looks like a V. Wait, that was kind of weird. Why can't I click this? Also, the background here is super odd. Like, these are random stones. Like, it's just a bunch of random stones. Like, what is this stone representing? Why is it sideways? This one's sideways. These ones are top down. Maybe it's this platform. It's like, this must be a note on top of the box, and then I'm looking down, and then this is the island to the left of me, and then these stones appear there. But then what is this stone over here? I guess it's like this thing? Kind of? Yeah, it's like, I think it's one of these pillars over here, maybe. Kind of wish I could just rotate the camera myself. There doesn't seem to be, there's like zoom. There doesn't seem to be any controls for me to rotate the camera. Which I guess makes sense if there's hidden boxes. They don't want them to be too easy to find. I feel like I skipped the tutorial. Why can I click this box but not the other boxes? I can't click this white box. Anyways. Enough exploring. Let's get to the game part of the game. But it's so pretty. I just like looking at it. Like, look at this bridge. I kind of wish I could walk here. I feel like this game would be more fun if it were first person and I could walk around and explore this cool sky island thing. But that's okay. I like whatever's going on here too. This little like particle, bouncy stone particle thing. Even the beam is pretty neat. There's some weird like that's what noise it makes in my head. Dearest esteemed artisan. Wait, is that what the other one said? What did the other box say? Which box did I click? It was this one. Dearest artisan. Wait, so the later box called me dearest artisan, but this box calls me dearest esteemed artisan. So I guess if you start at the first box, you're more esteemed than if you skip it. Thank you for accepting my invitation to restore the artworks of Glimmith. On that point, I have only one request. When shaping each piece of glass, you must follow the rules very closely. Figure 1. 2, 2, 2. I have no idea what this is trying to say. I care only about the shapes. Let your creativity run free with the colors. What is this a picture of? Like, doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. More boingy triangle wow-wows. Is that a bucket? There's something appearing behind the box. What is the thing behind the box? That's kind of odd to put something where you can't see it. Like when you hover, why wouldn't they put whatever's behind the box in front of the box so that I can look at it? It's a bucket of something and then a weird wood structure. I don't know. Click and drag to merge regions. Shape bank. All regions must be this shape. Wait, what? I get what I'm supposed to do, but I don't really understand how it picks what color I'm drawing. Like if you click it changes colors, but click and drag to merge. Like, how does it decide to pick a new color? Like, here it didn't pick a new color, but then here it did pick a new color. Why does it sometimes pick a new color, but not always? I don't know, it's extremely mysterious. I don't understand, but I guess if you click and draw the right shapes, it seems to just work, so. Wait, what? Right click and drag to erase? Okay. Shapes can be rotated. Okay. Are there any hidden ones that we missed? I don't know. Use Z to undo, Y to redo, and R to restart. I don't think I will. I think I'll use the mouse. I'm too lazy to put my hand on the keyboard. All regions must be this shape. You got it, boss man. You can choose colors freely even after completing the panel. Is that important? Do I need to pick certain colors? All regions must be this shape. What? Is there going to be some puzzle where like the results of all of these gets combined and then the color matters? Or is it just for my artistic eye to feel like I was happy with my colors? How do I click this? Mirror reflections of shapes can also be used. Oh god. Wait, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Uh-oh. I mean, this has to be true, right? For sure. Which would make this be true. Should make this be true. Oh yeah, that works. It's so weird. This is just telling me about the window frame. 6 out of 7, 6 out of 10. I don't know what sparkle puzzle means. This is a weird effect. I can really zoom in on this one. Look at this. Did we do this one yet? Drag from corners along dotted lines to place metal borders. Use them to mark edges you're absolutely sure of. Wait, what? All regions must be this shape. I don't know why I would ever need the edges. Doesn't it place them automatically? I mean, we can't put pieces either way here, right? So it has to be like this. Wait, we got sparkles. But it says 7 out of 10. So we got like the silver metal, but not the gold metal. Is that what this is trying to tell me? It's a really weird, like, it's a very subtle difference between the two icons. One has sparkles, but the color is not very easy to see. It's too small. And I don't really know how this changed. Like, it kind of looks the same to me. I think it changed color slightly, but like versus this one? Or maybe, no, maybe it's the same color. I guess it just sparkled. Anyways, wasn't there like a hidden, is there a hidden box on the boat somewhere? I don't see one. Is there any like underneath here? Under the tree, under the island, behind the tree? Alright, I don't see any hidden boxes other than this one. Oh, I have to complete all the silver and then I can do the gold, I guess. That's what it's saying. All regions must be the shape. There's like a knife here. And a weird mini shovel. What the heck is this tool? What is this tool? Are these like stained glass window tools or something? I can't say I've ever made a stained glass window, so I don't know what tools one would use for such a task. Difficulty 2. Okay. All regions must be this shape. Well, clearly, we have to have this here. No? Wait. No, we can't do that. Clearly, wait. Uh-oh. Clearly, we have to have this here. Which requires this here, and this here, and this here. Alright. Oh, there's one over on this island here. All thingamabobs must be this shape. Okay. That doesn't work. So what about that? Doesn't work either. So what about this? I don't really get the colors. It seems like it's making everything red. Okay, here's the other hidden one. I guess you can tell from like the context clues that there's gonna be something hidden. There's also a window down here. Right, like there's like ladder and stairs. Stairs into a ladder is kind of wild. I don't think I've ever seen this construction in any video game or in real life, ever. Stairs up to a ladder? I mean, it kind of looks like a slanted ladder as well, but still, like... That's just wild. Leave a comment down below if you have ever seen this construction in any picture or in real life or in any video game, where there's like a slanted ladder or stairs that go up to a wall and then another ladder like this. Whoever made that is an absolute maniac. All regions must be this shape. Oh boy. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Okay, yeah, see, now we got gold sparkles. Which means we win, right? We're done. We beat the whole game. Yeah, no, I don't think that's what it means. I think we have to do more puzzles. Shape bank. All regions must be one of these shapes. Well, clearly these two have to be here. And then we can just do that, right? Shaping. All regions must be one of these shapes. So clearly, if we only have squares, then we must do this. No, we must do this, and then this. All regions... Excuse me. Take a sip. All regions must be one of these shapes. Okay, I think that we cannot possibly do anything other than this here. Which means we cannot possibly do anything other than this here. Which means we cannot possibly do anything other than this here. Which means we cannot possibly do anything other than this here. Here, here. Alright, yeah, these are pretty easy. Like, process of elimination. All regions must be one of these shapes. Is there anywhere we can only have a long one? I don't know. Like, obviously, this. Obviously, this. We can't turn, which means obviously this. Which means obviously this. Which means obviously this. We can't have one go sideways, so these have to be separate. And then we can't fit a long one here, so it has to be a short one. We can fit a long one here. In fact, I think we must. But then a short one can't go here. So now that means this has to be a short one, which means this, I guess this is the easiest thing to do. I don't know if it's the only thing, but that works. All regions must be one of these shapes. A square or a square. Wait, isn't this just... Okay, the top one is the easy thing. The bottom one is trolling us a bit. Right? Huh. That's kind of neat. Each puzzle has a single unique solution. All regions must be a one thing or a two thing. So this could be this, but then that blocks this, which means we need this. That could go down. Or we could have a rotated twofer, so we could actually just do this. Maybe you can't fit this anywhere. Maybe that's the thing that trolls you. You don't ever use the other shape. I don't know. So this must be a corner. This must be a corner. I guess this must also be a corner. Sure. It's kind of interesting. One only used one piece and the other only used the other piece, and it's called 1 and 2, which was respectively which shape to use. I guess those are the difficulties, but it like accidentally told you which shape to use for that puzzle. Maybe not accidentally, maybe it's designed that way. How do I click this through the wood? All regions must be an L or whatever you call this tetrameter. I mean, could I put an L here? Let's try it just for fun. Maybe it's secretly what you have to do. Okay, I just tried something and it worked. The first step here is not obvious. Instead of guessing, try joining cells you know are connected. I don't know. I mean, I just drew shapes and it worked, so. Joke's on you, game. Puzzle was too easy. 6 of 6, 8 of 10. So there's 2 secret puzzles somewhere here. I thought I saw them at some point, but maybe I didn't. I really don't like the camera. I don't like looking for the secret puzzles when I can't rotate the camera. It's just, it's like somehow very dissatisfying to have to look around in this weird, like, static viewpoint. I don't know. I don't know how to describe how bad it feels, but it just feels really bad. Like, I just want to Google Maps it. Like, I feel like I'm looking around the city in Google Maps. I want to hold shift and rotate the camera. But you just can't. I feel like they could hide boxes in such a way that rotating the camera wouldn't make it that much easier to find them. But I don't know. It's just, I mean, where are they? Are they in this area or are they like over here somewhere? Like, what, it says 8 out of 10, but I mean, it's like this is the whole island, right? Does it mean for the whole island or can they be far away? Or are they really well hidden? I don't understand where they could be. Wait, there's a hole in the ground right here. Is there like a box in the hole? You know? I don't see one. My mouse isn't like highlighting or anything. What is this, a shovel? Some, like, I guess it's the bucket. There's a bucket next to it again for some reason. Not sure what the deal with the bucket is. Also, it won't let me zoom in on this. Whoops, didn't mean to click that box for some reason. Like, behind the flag would be a cool place to hide one. I'm not sure how the hidden boxes work. Like, the other ones were kind of easy to find. This, I don't see the hidden box at all on this part of the level. Like, under here would be a good place for it. Am I looking in the wrong place? I'm looking down here, like on the pillars and stuff. I don't see anything. I see this one, but I think that's the same as this one. These are really easy to see. Watch, someone is gonna be like, I saw it in 1 second and you're so blind. How did you not see it? I feel like there aren't any hidden puzzles on this part of the map though, right? Like, there's not that many places to look. Maybe I don't understand the game. This is 8 of 10, but where? Wait, is this a thing I can click? Oh, is it the ones that are glowing that are the hidden ones? I thought the glowing, okay, that's weird. It's weird that the hidden thing is the one that's glowing. For some reason that just doesn't make sense to me. I think if it's hiding, it's not glowing, but I guess they started glowing because I finished the other puzzles and then those ones activated or something. Okay, that's super weird. So it's in plain sight. For some reason it's glowing. I'm like, oh, of course, I already completed that one, but the completed one stopped glowing. But like the portal, you know what I mean? It's just, it's weird. Like, when you do good on the portal, it has a bunch of particles and starts glowing. Although I guess that also stopped glowing. But when you do well on the puzzles, they stop glowing, right? Here's like the next puzzles to do, they're glowing. Alright, so I guess I could have seen this. Oh yeah, I guess if you look in this little window here, that's why they put the little window, is so you could see the glowing thing behind it. And then you would be like, oh, there must be a box, but I can't see the box. Actually, I guess I kind of can. So you gotta like find the viewpoint where it works, and then it's like, oh, it's over here. All right, at least we know now. So big square, small square. I don't really know why this is a problem, so I'm just gonna start putting squares. Okay, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Uh-oh. Wait. That means we gotta put a big square here, right? Like this. Okay, that wasn't very hard. What difficulty was that? 3. This one says it's a 5. Challenge ahead. Difficulty 5, 6 puzzles are very challenging. They may require careful logic, advanced techniques, and lots of persistence. Early break-in steps may be difficult to spot. These puzzles are optional. Feel free to come back later if you get stuck. Alright, if you say so. All regions must be one of these shapes. Okay. Obviously, all the little dingle things at the edge have to be like this. Now this could be a 3. I guess this also needs a thing like this, right? Which means this has to be at least this. It's kind of cool that as soon as you make it invalid, it like tells you that it's not valid, you know? So this has to be here. It doesn't necessarily have to go out to here though. Then we need this, right? We have a dead end here and we can't turn the corner, so we could put something left here. But we can't have a 2, and if we have a 3, it would block this square. Nothing can go left, so this must be this. This has to be at least 3. 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 We could put a 3 here, but we can't put a 2 here. I think this one has to be longer, right? Because if we put at least 3 here, then this is not solvable. So I think we have to do this. And then this could go either way. If we have at least a 3 here, this wouldn't necessarily work. We could also put a 4, or we could put a 5. We can't put a 5. I think it's probably this. And, oh wait, but then that doesn't work. So it's not this. This is a 4. This could be a 5, this could be a 3. This could be a 3, and this could be a 4. Okay, that was not difficult at all, to be honest. 6 out of 6, 10 out of 10. Alright, cool. What the heck is that? That is like a lowercase delta. Looks like Greek to me. Oh yeah, it literally says delta. The 2 regions touching the symbol must be different shapes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh to big nose. So we can't use the square thingy anywhere here, but we could use the square thingy here. Wait. Okay, so we can't do that. So that means we need 2 long straight pieces, but we can put it here. Alright, that was pretty easy. Next one. What is this? Gemini. Weird. The 2 regions touching this symbol must be the same shape. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wait, what's the other shape that we have? We have long straight piece. I guess there's no constraint on those, so they can be anything. Uh-oh. Rose windows. Each region contains exactly one of each symbol. Alright, this is feeling like the Witness now. The other rules didn't, but this is very Witness puzzly. Not that they invented that. I'm sure other games have things where you pair stuff. Wait, this is... Oh, I was thinking pairs. It's actually the opposite. It's that you can't have pairs. All right, what are our shapes? Or is it just any shapes? Each region. I mean, obviously we just do this, right? I mean, was that supposed to be hard? I assume they're going to combine the rules and then it will be hard, but that was... Oh, is this going to 3 different areas? Oh, I guess this one kind of splits off. There's a little village back here. There's also some, like, some clouds and then more stuff over there. Alright. Each region contains exactly one of each symbol. What? Do I just draw whatever I want here? I'm like, what is this? Wait, what? Each region contains exactly one. Oh. Right, okay. I see what we're doing here. We're just doing connect the dots like this. Alright, this one contains exactly one of each symbol. Obviously we have to do this. Then we have to... Wait, can I not just do this? Do I have to actually space filling curve? It seems like I need space filling curve. Wait, but it's not really a curve, you just do this. Okay. Also very easy. Wait, where's the next puzzle? What? What's going on over here? 5 of 12, 5 of 32. Do I have to go left before... I did this, and then I did this, and I did this. Why can't I do this puzzle? I don't really understand what's happening. I mean, obviously I have 2 puzzles over here. I was assuming this would go to this village and this would go to this village, but it didn't activate the next puzzle, so... I guess I just solved these ones. Maybe there's like a limit to how deep you can go into either village. Like, I did 3 puzzles. Maybe I now have to do 3 here and then go back to that side. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. All regions must be one of these shapes. The 2 regions touching the symbol must be the same shape. So we have a box, which must be this, and then we have a 3-fer thing. So obviously we need boxes here, and then we can... Wait, that doesn't work, does it? It does not work. 3-fer, 3-fer. Oh, right, yeah, you can do this. I don't really know why you would do this, to be honest. Seems pointless, but whatever. Delta is what? Different shapes. Okay, that makes sense. Delta is the difference, right? So. Wait, so what was the other one? I need to try to remember the Greek letter. I don't think Greek letters was the best choice. I think that's a really bad game design, personally, because like no normal person's gonna remember that this means the same. Why don't they just use the equal sign here and then use like a not equal sign on the other one? Or I don't know, something to indicate equal and not equal that people understand. So Gemini apparently means the same, and then Delta means difference. Delta difference makes sense to me, but Gemini being the same is... Whoever made this game is probably a mathematician, and to them they're like, oh, of course, it's just Gemini. They're the Gemini of the 2 sets of tetrahedron. And then normal humans are like, what the f is this shape? We need a long thing and a square thing. Obviously, this is a square thing, right? Which means obviously this is a long thing. Obviously, this is a long thing, except these have to be different shapes, so obviously that's not a long thing. Obviously, this is a long thing. Obviously, this is a long thing, and this can be anything. Is that a different color? I can't tell. I don't know if that counts as a different color. I'm not really sure what's going on over there. Wait, but this has to be this. And this can be anything, I guess. Sure. Wait, now I got cock blocked on this side too. 7 of 12, 7 of 32. What is that? Did I win? Is that the whole demo? Or is the game broken? I don't like. What am I supposed to do now? Oh wait, we got. What is this? Oh yeah, we beat it. Wow, that was really short. Okay. I guess it's a demo. Demo 52% complete. Game. Wait, what did I miss? I'm only 52%. Your progress will carry over to the full game. The game has 20 areas packed with clever puzzle rules that interact in surprising and delightful ways. Everything is 100% handmade by our award-winning puzzle team. I mean, how else would you make it? Are they saying it's not AI? Like, what does that mean, 100% handmade? They said everything. Does that mean they made their own game engine? Because I don't know that they made their own game engine. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. I'm unconvinced. You can also create and share your own puzzles. If you know what game engine this demo was written in, please leave a comment below and let me know. Because, yeah, I'm not sure. You can also create and share your own puzzles using the in-game editor and Steam Workshop. Coming March of 2026. What does 52% complete demo mean? That's so menacing. I feel like the colors matter, right? It's got to be the colors. What is this? Why does this light up? What? Oh, that's literally the box next to me in the world? That kind of seems like a bug. I don't think that should happen. That's super confusing. That, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they just have like fixed camera viewpoints above the boxes. What's up with the colors though? Like, there's something really suspicious going on with the colors. If you mouse over, there's colors. So like this one's blue, right? Wait, what? So now this one is blue and it matches. This one is green, right? There's some kind of... What is this? This is just a random color assigner or what? I don't understand what the question mark is for. There's got to be something to do with the colors, right? Unless there's just... Wait. Oh, it said... Wait, that's so weird. I couldn't click the box before, and then it said, thanks for playing the demo. And then it says 52% complete. And then now this box is unlocked? What? Why? That doesn't make any sense. So I can keep playing the game? Like, what? Why did you stop me 52% of the way through the demo and like break the game mechanics that make sense of like progressing to force me to click on this weird box that appeared out of nowhere to tell me that I was 52% done with it? That's not good design either. Okay. Like, just make that be a pop-up or something. Like, why does the puzzle not continue and then you click the okay, it's a demo button and then it continues? I really don't understand the logic there. I don't understand the logic. Man, I don't freaking know. Like, what is this thing? How am I supposed to proceed? I guess like this. But then how do I get to this thing? almost works, but not really. How do I get to yellow from these two? I don't think it's possible, right? So I can't do this one. It has to be like this. And then this has to be like this. And then this has to be like this. Yeah, that was the demo thing really threw me off. That was bizarre. Extremely bizarre. Wait. A simple region can never touch both sides of a border. A single region. What? How is it not just this? Oh. It can't wrap. Wait, hold on. The game is being a bit buggy. No? Wait, what? So I can't go here, and I can't go here. So I have to go here. Okay, that's an interesting rule. We got more. There's more puzzles. That's cool. We like the puzzles. Oh, that's illegal. Uh-oh. Aha, and there's a hiding one right here. I don't know if it's actually one of the hiding ones. It's probably not. Wait, what? All regions must be one of these shapes. Oh, but it has to just have one symbol in it, right? Oh dear. We could just put single blocks wherever we want though, right? I mean, each region contains exactly one of each symbol. Oh, okay, so we can't just put single blocks everywhere. Somehow it just cut my shape in half. But otherwise it was valid. All regions must be this shape. Oh no. The T shape. The best shape in Tetris and the worst shape in this game, probably. Must be the T shape. Okay. Whoops. I didn't mean to draw that. Oh, also, all regions must contain a thing, right? Alright, that was pretty easy. Each region contains exactly one of each symbol. Good thing it tells me the rules every time, otherwise I would honestly have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. So there's 3 symbol types. I feel like this is probably the best shape for that region. Alright, cool. Next, each region contains exactly one of each symbol. So same thing, except they're all like super-duper spread out. So obviously we gotta connect like this, which means all of these are part of this shape. Then we got one in the middle like this, except we can't cut off that yellow one. So we gotta do like this, and then somehow connect this. Whoops. Alright, that was pretty easy. Each region contains exactly one of each symbol. This could split to the right, so this just needs a yellow. But we don't want to cut off anything else. This is kind of interesting, actually. Everything just needs one color, right? So this needs a red. This needs a blue. This needs a blue. This one's actually kind of crazy. What's the difficulty of this? 4. So this needs a yellow. This needs a yellow. I feel like we just do the obvious thing, right? Also, we gotta like make these different colors. I wish that the game just made them different colors for me. It's kind of dumb that I have to make them different colors. I think that's just... I don't know. Anyways. Yellow. This needs blue. So the shortest path to blue is like this. Shortest path to yellow is like this. Shortest path to red is like this. And then green can just fill up the rest, right? Oh no, this needs a blue. Alright, I mean, process of elimination, it's not very many solutions there, so... Now I don't really like finding the puzzle boxes, actually. I don't know that that is a very fun part of the game. Like, there's a lot of boxes here, and they're all kind of randomly scattered in this very visually busy world. There's no, like, logical connection between them, right? Like, this part is 100% fine with me. There's a bunch here I can solve, I guess. But this part where it's like, I followed the path, and then I did one up here, and then I did one over here, and neither of these two are lit, so, like, what is happening now? I feel like it's another progress blocking scenario, maybe. Maybe the symbols on the box mean something, like maybe this is a different kind of box. But yeah, I don't understand why it just stops here. There's no reason in my mind why this should stop here. There's literally 3 different paths it could take, right? It could go this way down, it could go this way over here, it could snake down this way. But why did it stop? We have this. I don't really know why this lit up either. That's also confusing. I'm just going to take this path because it was lit up before, so maybe they're easier. Maybe they teach me something. Delta and Gemini, so different and samey. We got a 2 and a 3. This has to be a 3. There's no other choice. This has to be the same, which means it has to be a 3, and this has to be different. Which means it has to be a 2, which means this has to be a 2, this has to be a 3, and then... Bingo, bango, bongo. Alright, we have a single and a square. This must be a single, this must be a single. This has to be a square, this has to be a square. Wait, what? Oh no, this has to be the same. This has to be a single. Which means this has to be a single, which means this has to be a square, which means this has to be a square, which means single, single. Alright, brilliant. Shape bank. We got a square and a U. And then Gemini is the same. So this has to be a square, potentially? I'm going to assume that this is a... No, that doesn't work. We can't put a square in there. This has to be a square, which means this has to be a square. Where does the U go in this level? I mean, it's gotta be rotated or something, right? Like, I guess it's like this. Yeah. All regions must be a twofer or a plus sign. Where can we fit a plus sign in this level? We can't really fit any plus signs anywhere here, except we have to put a plus sign somewhere here. And this is the only place we could possibly fit a plus sign here, right? This has to be different. And then all of these have to be twofers because you can't fit plus signs in these. This could be a plus sign. Twofer, 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 twofer. Sure. So we got L1, L2, and L3 cache. So the most obvious thing to do... Wait a second. How's this going to work? It's going to be like this, right? That's the only way it fits. And these have to be the same. And you can't do that. This has to be some kind of L shape. So... this works. And then we have more L shape. And then we have Did I screw myself over? No, no, we can do this, right? Alright, nice. We did it. Oh dear, I can't even describe what these shapes are. I guess this is just the missing chunk from the 4x4, right? And there's two 4x4s here, so obviously we're doing this, except this is longer. And then delta, I mean, this has to be the other shape, right? And then same, and then delta. So this has to be, oh god, my brain. Over, down, and then a square, something like that. Worked out in the end. Delta, the two regions touching the symbol must be different shapes. But it can be any shape, right? Two regions touching this symbol must be the same shape, of course. So same rules. So same. This can be anything. We just can't wrap all the way around. Wait, what? Two regions. Oh, these are different shapes. But they can be any shapes. Different. These must be the same shapes. Wait, how is this going to be the same shape as this? That has to go there. This could be a single, but then this would have to be a single, then this doesn't work. So this has to be at least 2, which means this has to be at least 2. And it has to be connected to this. Which means this needs to go down here and make an L. How do I get the same shape here and here? This is actually the first hard one. This is difficulty 3. I would make this a difficulty 5 compared to the one that was 5, which was more like a 3. This has to be a single piece. There's nothing else we can do. We can't move the edges. Which means this cannot be a single piece. Right? So this has to connect down here. This could be a single piece, but then if this is a single piece to match this, this doesn't work. So this has to be at least 2, then this doesn't work. That means this could be 2, that doesn't work. So this has to connect. But then there's nowhere for this to go, and I don't know how you make a corner match this piece. It's like I gotta somehow fill up the rest of the space. I guess I have to fill it up like this, and then maybe somehow this works. Can we just put a single? That one's definitely tough. That's tougher than a 3, I would say. Just because the pieces are such weird non-Tetris-y shapes, right? They're very complex pieces. All regions must be one of these shapes. A 3-fer or a double 3-fer. The fishhook configuration. That's what I'm going to call it. Why? I have no idea, but it's or the worm. We got a 3-fer and a worm, double 3-fer worm. Oh boy, I don't even know, man. How do I even draw any of these shapes in this thing? Like that obviously doesn't work, right? I guess this works. So these don't have to be different, just these have to be different. Then we got a 3-fer, and we got a 3-fer, and we got a 3-fer. Okay, so this has to be a 3-fer. Which means this has to be a 3-fer. Then these don't work, right? So actually this is a 3-fer, this is a 3-fer, and then we need a zigzag pattern like this, which kind of almost works, except this part doesn't work. Let's try this. maybe that's not possible. Oh yeah, it kind of is. We do this. All right. Also, we have like different brushes or something. Like, what's up with that? These don't have tooltips. Clear notes. Okay. Choose color. Use default color palette. Cycle between input modes. Paint bucket. I don't know what this... Oh, this is the line drawing thing, yeah. Oh, wow, that's... Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I don't want any of this stuff. Get out of here. I don't want this. Okay, there's a lot of input modes. You don't really need any of them except the default one, so I'm not sure... Yeah, that's kind of complicated. They need more tooltips. Like, this one says clear notes, so I figured out it was notes, but these ones don't really say what they're doing. They kind of show you, but not very well. This is both. Okay, I actually just want the paintbrush, right? Because I never want to draw lines. So now I won't accidentally draw splitting frame things. And we want random color, and then we don't need the lines, right? The only time you need the lines is if you use the same color for everything. Okay, so this has to be this. Oh no, wait a second. We already messed this up. Okay, so this has to be this. Right? How else could we put this here? Alright, this is very difficult. That doesn't really work because there's no way to fill this gap. So now we got two small ones. We need two big ones, but that's not really possible. Oh, it is. We did it. We're a genius. Okay, we got another dead end over here. Like, it stopped lighting up puzzles. So I guess it's time to go in the middle and figure out what's going on here. Inequality. The tip points toward the smaller region. Oh my god, that's absolutely awful. That is awful. Oh dear. Okay, so we got a big one. That's a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. Yikes. That's going to be awful. All regions must be this shape. Okay, this is just like an exercise in can your brain flip shapes a lot. Wait a second. How is this possible? What? Oh, I have to put the solid side here. I see. Okay, and then obviously the solid side has to go here. This one is a bit ambiguous. This goes like this. This has to go like this. So basically just a square with one thing missing, right? This actually is not that hard. Right, and then this one goes like this. This one goes like... Wait, undo. This one goes like this. This one goes like this. And this one goes like this. That's actually a really flexible pattern if you're allowed to mirror that shape. Like you can tile this indefinitely in all sorts of ways. Like I guess, yeah, it's kind of weird. Because this one can go up or down because there's a flat side here. On this one's left. I guess it has to go down. It's actually like a forced pattern. Yeah, this is kind of mathematically interesting, the way that you tile these, but there's only one possible way to tile them. That's kind of neat. I like that shape. Polyomino. Polyomino depicts the shape of its region. Okay, this is just witness puzzles, literally, right? So, like this, like this, like this. Wait, is this not, you're not allowed to mirror it? Oh, it's too long? Wait a second, what did I mess up here? Oh, I just gotta, okay. That was a little bit troll. Yeah, see what it did at the end there. It's like, oh, this is really easy. Oh, no, you gotta, yeah, okay. One of each symbol, Gemini, two regions touching the symbol must be the same shape. Oh, God. All right, obviously these all have to be like this. But then, like, what is happening down here? I'm gonna assume it's something like this. I guess it just goes down one, right? So it's gonna be like, no, ew, why you do that? Yeah, okay, that's pretty straightforward. All regions must have an area of exactly 10. I don't like that there's a rule on the side that isn't a rule that's shown by the board. Like the 10 rule is just over here. This rule is like, you can notice from the board that that's a rule, but this is just an extra constraint to troll you. That's kind of weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, but now this is trapped. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No regions are rectangular. I think that's pretty easy, right? Oh, wait. Does this not work? Oh, okay. We gotta... But this is a rectangle. No, I don't like how it merges the colors like that. Okay, it's getting, maybe I should use this mode and it doesn't, no, that also, okay, so it's kind of annoying. That doesn't work. This has to go like this. Oh, we can just do, no, but this, oh yeah, this works, right? I don't like how the colors do the thing like that. That's annoying. Restart. But then this one's trapped. So is it like, no, but that's a rectangle, right? How could this not be a rectangle? I mean, it can't go up, because this would be trapped. It can't go to here, because then this has no path. Like, I'm pretty sure it has to go here. But then the only thing this can connect to is this. Unless... I'm trying to think if there's a way to make this not be a rectangle. Like we have this, I guess. Then we're trapping this piece. Like this piece has to come out and go somewhere, right? I mean, I guess they all have to come out and go somewhere, right? And this one could go down, which is probably the best idea. This one can go down. And this one has to escape to another blue. So this could go here. This is already not a rectangle, so that's fine. This has to go here. Could go here. But then this is a rectangle, right? Oh, I guess it's like this. Ooh, baby. Alright, that one was tough. What was that one rated that we just did? Was that this one? That was a 2? Whoever did the difficulty on these doesn't know how difficulty works. There's no way. That's like way harder than... What are you talking about? All regions have an area of 4. The 2 regions touching the symbol must be different shapes. Right, we know about the shape thing. So we just need regions of 4. So 4, 4, 4. Does this count as the same shape? Wait, this has to be different, not the same. This has to be the same. 4, 4, 4. Easy enough. Oh no, more rules. All regions must be this shape. 2 squares. Watchtower counts how many regions are touching the clue. What? Now we're playing Minesweeper? 1 region. Oh wait, they all do this shape. 2 regions. 3 regions. Oh. Okay, that's kind of fun. I like that rule. Okay, we need this shape. Wait, what's going on up here? There's an extra thing. This has to be the same shape. We need an L shape and a this shape, and then we need an L shape. The 4 can only go here or here. This has to be a this thing. This has to be a this thing. We just have a single, I guess. And this shape and this shape. This shape, a single, which means this has to be a single, which I think works. Oh no. This has to be long, or this could be long. L, single, single. Okay, is there any way to make this be an L, or be a 4 long shape? Probably not. I don't think there's any way to put a single here, right? If we make this single, this would have to be the long one. This would have to be a single. There's no way to fit an L over here. We could make this be an L instead of a long one. And this would have to be an L. And this would be a plus. And then this has to be an L. Which which I don't think is possible. Yeah, this is a pretty difficult one. It does say 5. Does say 5. I don't think I can make this shape out here reasonably. I guess I could if I put it here. Like, it would have to go like this realistically, and then this could go like this. And then this could go like this and this. And then this could go like this and this. And then this can be basically any shape, I guess. Now we could put the 4 back here and put a 4 here and a 4 here. I think. If we put a 4 here, that's sort of possible, but then it causes problems here. So I think this has to be an L. We could also put the square here. Let's try the square here, see if that helps us somehow. So let's put the square and then like this. And then this shape has to be an L somehow. Or a long shape. That doesn't really fit. Okay, we could do this and then L. Yeah, that one was a little bit tough for sure. 32 of 32. Wait, somehow we did all the optional puzzles. Interesting. Did we unlock more puzzles over here somewhere? Oh, maybe that's just the end of the demo. That's got to be what this is, right? You can do it up to here, but then maybe the rest of the stuff is demo puzzles. They should make that more clear, which puzzles are in the demo. Probably they should just make the boxes be like little dotted line outlines instead of real boxes, and then if you hover it, it just says only available in the full game, you know? Or even keep them as they are, but just say like to continue this quest line, buy the game. Because right now it's kind of janky how the demo is. It's quite confusing. I think we finished the demo though. I think that was actually the end of the demo. I don't know why this box appeared prematurely. Oh yeah, see 100%. Cool. 4.8% of the whole game though. That's kind of crazy. I'm not sure if I would buy the game, to be honest. It's a lot of square shape puzzles. Unless there's some hidden depth to the game, like finding the hidden puzzle boxes, I guess is like minutely fun. But it is a very beautiful game. Some of the mechanics were really cool. There's definitely some interesting puzzles. A lot of them are just, you know, it's kind of tedious. Like just do the puzzle. Not super like, wow, that was amazing. But there were definitely a few moments where I thought the shapes were really cool. I don't remember which boxes they were, but I said it in the video when I encountered the puzzle, like, oh yeah, that's a really cool shape. Was it this one? I don't know. There's definitely a few. You can actually kind of see if you zoom in on them, I guess. There was that square one somewhere that I thought was pretty neat. Where was that? Was that one of the centerpiece puzzles? It'd also be cool if there was like a little cloud, like when I mouse hovered this, if there was a little cloud that showed a bigger picture of the puzzle without me having to click into it. Because I can't, like, it is there, but the game doesn't let me zoom in far enough to actually see as much detail as I want to see without having to do this and then click escape and then do this and click escape. I want to hover them and just see where the cool puzzles are, you know? Yeah, that one's kind of neat. Where's the big square one, though? Was it this? No. I don't know. I can't find it anymore. Somewhere there was, like, that cool tiling squares puzzle. Where the heck was that? I can't find it. It was basically like a full square, right? but like with little things sticking out on the sides. I don't know. I don't know where it went. But wherever it was, I liked that puzzle, I guess, somewhere. Oh, is it this one? Yeah, this one. I really like this one. This one's super cool. This is a very interesting shape. Like this, I want to tile this more. Like I have an urge to like go cut out a lot of pieces of paper, like I don't know, MS Paint. Like take the shape and just paste it and tile it much further than this and see if there's some recognizable repeating pattern. I feel like there is. But maybe it's one of those like mathematical never repeating tile pattern things where there's some sort of like chaos that emerges from tiling the shape. I don't know. I suspect in math this shape probably even has a name because of how beautiful this tiles. Like there must be some name for this, like take out a square and put it on the side of the square shape. Yeah, this is my favorite puzzle for sure. It's just, it's a very beautiful solution that makes me wonder about the shape more. The rest of them are just kind of tedious. There's a few other cool ones. I really like this puzzle, this rule, the rose windows rule, probably because it's the easiest and I don't have to think that hard about it. It even says difficulty 1, right? So, I mean, there was a few interesting ones. The one that was an L shape that trolled you was kind of funny. I don't remember what that puzzle was, but there was one that had an L that was like not, that was too long. If you just did the dumb thing, you didn't think too hard, but then you have to like put a single block. You have to remember that you can place other shapes and then you just put a random one by one and solve the puzzle. That was a cool moment. But yeah, I guess I beat the demo. It's a fun little game. If you watch this, I guess there's a bunch of spoilers, but you could try to solve them yourself anyways, because I solved a bunch of the early ones like super fast. I was just like, click, click, next. So maybe if you're not as good at shape puzzles, or maybe you're better, I don't know, but maybe you'll have fun trying to solve them on your own. And if you're interested in the game, then you should go wishlist it on Steam. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not affiliated with the game. This is not a sponsored video. Like I said, I just saw someone playing it. I thought it was cool, so I figured I'd give it a try. Yeah, that was the Artisan of Glimmith. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.